A user of Embroidery Magic 2 wanted to know how to combine design files. In this case, she was asking how to combine the specific handwriting alphabet that I created a few years ago, and so I decided to use it to create a lesson for her to understand better how to do that process. You want to start by opening a blank design screen into the program, and then go to either File, Open, or use the Open Existing Design icon in the top menu bar, and look for the folder that contains the designs that you want to use. I have saved the files into this folder, and it is called Hand Stitch Alphabet, so I'm going to click there. You must make sure that every one of the files that you're using is already unzipped and that it is in a format that is recognizable by Embroidery Magic 2. In that case, you would be looking for a DST file, CND, EXP, PCS, or PES. And right now I have all my files saved in DST, so we're going to write the name Cindy using this hand stitch upper alphabet. And you can do the same process with just opening designs. So in this case, we want to open the C first, and it automatically opens in the center of the screen, and it opens using the first color in the needle bar. And I want it to look a little bit prettier, so we're going to make it red. And now everything that is associated with that color, in this case the capital C, will show up in that color. Because I know that when I open the next design into the same screen, it is going to show up in the center, it gets confusing if you already have something in the center, so I like to select it and move it out of the way. The next thing I need to do is to add the second letter, and we're going to use a lowercase character for that. Don't go to Open Existing Design, or it will open a brand new design file. Instead, go to Edit, Paste From, and now I don't want the uppercase characters, I want the lowercase characters, so we'll look in a different file. And here's my letter I, and it opened in the center, so we're going to move it into position. Notice how I'm lining up the letters against one of the grid lines that's on my screen. It makes it a lot easier for me to line things up correctly. Each letter is opened using the very same process, and each time you do this, it is always going to open in the center of your screen. So make sure that you have moved things enough out of the way that you're going to be able to grab everything and move it where you want it to be. And we're going to go get our last letter now, which is the letter Y. Everything is in position right where I want it, but we're not centered. So I'm going to select everything and center the design and filter the short stitches. And now I am ready to save this design with a new name in another folder so that it can be sent to my machine so that I can stitch it. These files happen to be individual design files, but because it's letters or characters, that can be a bit confusing. So I'm going to show you how you can combine two actual designs that require more than just one color. So initially, I am going to open some small handprints that are found at my website and can be used on baby things. These are very small handprints, and we're going to get them from right here. And notice they are in two colors of pink. If I turn off the points, you can probably see that a bit better. And we're going to select those handprints, and we're going to move them up out of the way. And now I want to add some footprints to the same design. So we're going to go to Edit, Paste From, and I need to look in another folder. Remember that in order to do this, your files must be unzipped, and they must be in a file that is recognizable by your software. So now that I have both the handprints and the footprints, I can select all of it, and I can center it, or I can take these and move them into a different position. I want to make sure everything is centered correctly. And now I can use the lettering ability in the program to add a name underneath it or above it, or to add other elements to the design. And that's how you add two designs.